guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Stacia. If you are new here, welcome. If you are not new here, welcome back. So with that being said, as you guys can see by the title, I'm just going to be crimping my hair. I'll show you how to crimp it. It's pretty easy. But just going to crimp my hair, talk about some of the things that are going on in the world today. If you are interested in seeing that video, then keep watching. So basically, I'm just going to start with this side of my hair and just get to crimping. I've already pretty much done the back, and then I'm not pretty much, I've done the back. So I'm going to just go ahead and do the front. So the first thing I want to talk about is something that was obviously going on yesterday. The whole who comes first thing. Basically, your wife or your mother. Now, I would like to say this also reminds me of the whole who should get their plate first thing, your husband or your kids. One, I don't understand people's obsession with like go first, go last type of situations. Like, first off, I think everything is situational. When it comes to the kids one, it was like, who really cares who eats first? Because usually when you are in a two-parent household, even if you're not in a two-parent household, but most of the time if you're in a two-parent household, you guys usually have dinner together. So who really cares? Everybody's basically arguing, talking about, I can't believe you want somebody to come above your mother and blah, 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 blah. And then, you know, the other half people were like, you mean to tell me you're going to get married and not put your wife first? And T. So I like to make it very clear, like the question, because there shouldn't be a first thing, but like technically speaking, now keep in mind I'm not married, so we're gonna take that with a grain of salt, but from what I've heard, your wife is supposed to come first. It's supposed to go like, you know, whoever you believe in is your higher being, your wife, your kids, your mother, and then your siblings, is what I have heard. My thing is like once you become married to somebody, the ball game kind of changes. It literally says your wife. And I also think this is situational, because if you're sitting there and your wife hasn't done anything and your mom comes over, this is a drag by the way, and your mom comes over and punches your wife in her face, you're going to be like, hopefully, you're going to be like, Mom, what are you doing? And you're going to be mad, hopefully. So in that situation, your wife comes first because your mom is wrong. Now, if you just automatically think, you know, if your girlfriend is doing something and she doesn't like the way your mom cooks and she's like, I hate this, I hate your cooking, it's nasty, you're nasty, blah, 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 and starts an argument. I would hope that you have the effective communication skills to be like, yo, baby, you're tripping. Like, you're really, really tripping. So it's super, 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 super situational. But I've seen some people basically talking about how I can't believe people are doing that. And I'm like, I think it's the respect thing. Can we all not act like there's not mothers out here coddling their children, or just being like, I've met moms who were just so freaking rude. Like, they just didn't like me, or something happened where they didn't like me, or whatever the case may be. And because they no longer like me, they became very, very disrespectful. And no one ever like stepped in and was like, yo, you're being disrespectful. That's my girl. Now, I mean, I wasn't their wife, granny, but I feel like there should be some type of communication and understanding that neither one of us are going to disrespect each other. Because I'm not going to just randomly be mean to somebody's mama. I'm not going to walk in and be like, hey, Shirley, get out. Like, no, hi, Miss Shirley, hope everything's going well, blah, 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 blah. You know, I'm not going to be rude until you give me a reason to. Now, if you give me a reason to, I'm sorry, but I don't care if it's your sister, if it's your mama, if it's your granny. If they're rude, they're rude. And if you can't check them, then I have to. Like, I just keep it, like, let's just be real. Like, I have to. So if you can't step up and be like, yo, hey, family, you're tripping, then I got to do it. So to keep my answer cut and dry and real, just to keep it cute, I think personally your wife, not your girlfriend, not your fiance, not your boo, not your baby mama, not blah, 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 blah. I think your wife should come before your mother, depending on, again, the situation, people. Like, it really just depends. But that makes me want to kind of segue into another thing. So I was reading the debates, and basically people were calling people insecure because there shouldn't be any type of comparison. And I'm like, I get what you're saying, I do, but can we not pretend there's not mothers out here who coddle their children, who basically make it seem like they're dating their children? Like, come on. Like, we all have met a mom who was just too much. We've all met a mama's boy who was just way, 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 way too much. Just way too much. So why are we acting like that doesn't happen? Not just because you have a problem with something doesn't mean you're technically insecure with it. And so basically, I'll leave the definition. Insecure means not confident or assured. Assured, which means, anyways, not confident or assured, uncertain, and or anxious. So, let me think the easiest way I can break this down really quick. For example, if you know a girl and she's been with her boyfriend and he's cheated, we call him Chester the cheetah because all he does is cheat. And she goes back and she goes back and she goes back, right? Cool, whatever. Say Brittany goes through Chad's phone. Chad has been cheating all these years. Now, granted, it is Brittany's fault that she's still with him for cheating, but she goes through his phone and finds out he's cheating again. And now you got a whole bunch of people calling her insecure and blah, 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 blah. And even though it's her fault she stayed, technically it's not her fault. She's insecure about that situation. Just because I'm insecure with the fact that you may or may not cheat doesn't have anything to do with if I'm secure within myself. You have put me in a situation to be unsure, which not assured, Brittany may not be confident that Chad can't cheat anymore. Which means she's insecure about the situation. Does that mean she's insecure about her life? Does that mean she hates her career? Does that mean she hates herself? She doesn't love herself? Blah, 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 blah. No. Now, you continuously allowing someone to cheat on you and disrespect your boundaries. Now, that's a whole bunch of other stuff about something else. You know, something else. But, like, just strictly going through your phone, people are like, you're so insecure. Duh. Like, duh, you're with this person that they cheated and now you're not sure if they're going to cheat again. Duh. So I just don't like when people make it, the internet makes it seem like we can't have emotions or emotions are weird. You know when you're arguing with somebody and they're like, oh, you're mad. Duh. Duh, I'm mad. What are you talking about? Literally, we're in an argument. Why wouldn't I be mad? Thank you, Captain Obvious. Thank you. Of course I'm mad. What? What are you even saying? Yes, I'm mad. Duh. What was the first clue? And then it's like, why do my boundaries have to peg me as insecure? Like, if you're just a person who doesn't like you don't like your significant other loving bikini shots or shots with girls twerking, why does that make you insecure? Why can't you just deem that as inappropriate? Why does everything make everybody insecure? Ooh. I have this written down and it just kind of like flowed all together. Love when that happens. Speaking of insecurities, I want to talk about the surgery thing. So, I hate that people make it seem like just because you get plastic surgery or you want plastic surgery or you're unhappy with something on your body, your outside physical being, that you no longer love yourself. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, to keep in mind, weight loss doesn't solve everything. It solves a lot, but sometimes it doesn't solve anything. Personally, I already have a shape. So I could lose, if I wanted to lose weight, I could lose weight and still have an hourglass shape. If I gained weight, I would be bigger, still have a shape to me. It just has a little bit more weight on it. That's it. So it bothers me that people are like, you need to learn to love yourself, blah, 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 blah. I don't know, y'all. I just don't see the difference. Like, what's the difference between going to the gym and working out? Why does going to the gym and working out equal self-love and then getting surgery to have the body that you want not equal self-love? I don't know. As long as you're doing it for you, who really cares? Everybody's so scared of surgery that they can't see past anything else. When you say surgery, everybody thinks like clown lips, oversized boobs, big fake Instagram butts. Like, that's not always what that means. And let's just be honest. Everybody hates surgery until you get it and they see it on you and they're like, damn, you look good. Exactly. Shut up. This girl was talking about how she wants to get her nose done. And she made a status about it. People are like, no, don't do that, blah, blah, blah. I'm on there like, girl, do whatever makes you happy. So she had like literally 60-something comments about how don't do it, basically. So she commented underneath that. She's like, I would just like everybody to mind their business because you guys didn't want me to get my boobs done. Now that I got them done, you love them. And I can attest to that. T. But anyways. And then you guys didn't want me to get my butt done. Then I got it and everybody loves it. T, real talk. And she basically got lipo in her arms, which I am tired of seeing people get BBLs and not getting the fat sucked out of their arms. I know it's a little bit more, y'all, but like, please save up a couple more months so you can get the fat sucked out of your arms. You looking real crazy. Y'all are looking like bodybuilders in the arm area and Brad Stalls in the stomach area. Now, if that's what you're looking for, then that's your business and let me shut up and mind mine. If it's not, please pay the extra cost so you can get your arms sucked out. Anyways, she was basically talking about how no one wanted her to do lipo until she got it done and now everybody loves it. You're crazy until you're not. You're crazy until things work out, period. So girl, y'all, get it done. It's not that big of a deal. It just bothers me how people can define self-love for someone else that is not yourself. So you mean to tell me I can, all the spiritual healing I could treat people right, I can do all these things, but because I don't like my body, now I hate myself? What? You mean to tell me I saved up this money or whatever you did. I booked the appointment. I did the research. I either lost or gained the weight that I needed to gain. I sat into surgery, spoke with my doctor, and then put me under anesthesia and put needles in me and went through this whole procedure and process of healing, and I don't love myself. I did all this work to make myself feel better, to look better, to have the body or the features or whatever it is that I want, and I don't love myself. Please mind your business. Like, girl, please mind your business. So you mean to tell me all of this and I hate myself? But like, how? So, if literally no one has to look at you but you. Literally. So if you want to get some surgery, if you want to get some cosmetic work, if you want to get some injections, maybe do that. Do that. I for real do that. Because when people are happy, they treat other people well. And that's just the bottom line. So if surgery is going to make you happy, do it. If a nose job is going to make you happy, do it. To read too deep into what other people should deem as self-love. How you tell somebody else they don't love themselves? Unless they like literally told you, dog, I don't love myself. Then, okay, so also the whole self-love thing brings me to another topic. So it was going around again, tweeted about how marriages aren't lasting these days and why. And I seen a debate on that about how, women aren't modest. Of course, it's our fault. But I would like to say that the same men that are talking about how women should dress and do, one, are not marriage material. Let's start there. They are not marriage material. Two, baby, wasn't your mother at Freaknik? Wasn't your mom applying for Flavor of Love? We seen her. We seen her. So I'm just like real confused on why you guys are so hard on women these days. Auntie Bertha and Miss Shirley were out there popping coochie. They were. So what are you talking about? Why is it that you guys are so concerned about what women are doing? What's happening? Why do you care so much? Why haven't you said anything to your mama? I know you seen the Freaknik pictures. You thought those was your uncles who was in the Cadillac while your mom was bent over in the front seat? No, baby. Those were your uncle's friends, but that wasn't your uncle, baby. That wasn't your uncle. That was your mother popping coochie at Freaknik. Sorry. Y'all, do what makes you happy because they'll be around. And let's think about it. Have you ever changed yourself for somebody and then you think back and they're not even around anymore? Why did you go to church for them 7 years with that man and you're an atheist? Why? Why did you do that? Why? Why did you wear turtlenecks for 4 years when you really wanted to wear pasties and shoestrings? Why? Why did you spend all this time being unhappy when you could have been yourself? Because there's plenty of people who like pasties and shoestrings, baby. Plenty. There's plenty of people who are atheists. Plenty. Like, please go find your cinnamon apple and move on. There's so many people in the world I just don't understand. If you don't like a woman who dresses provocative, how about you don't date a woman that dresses provocative? That'll do it for us. People really have to learn to like just do things for themselves. Nothing screams self-love to me personally like doing what I want to do. Now, doing the things that make me happy, nothing screams self-love like doing that. So we're kind of done. I don't know if I should brush this out or if I should leave it like this. And that wasted all of my crimping. Love that for me. Love that for me. Yes. So I'm just going to fix this last little piece and then I'm going to get you guys out of here. So long story short, do things that make you happy. If a man says that his mom comes before you and she's disrespecting you, leave. If anybody says, hey, mama comes before you and they're disrespecting you, leave. So that's pretty much the finished look. If you guys did enjoy this video, don't hesitate to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment any video ideas, or if you guys had any opinions on what was going on, don't hesitate to leave them down below. Don't forget to subscribe, you know, all that good jazz. And don't do anything I wouldn't do, and if you do, do it twice.